Good morning. My name is Rafael Martinez, here with Sandhills Energy. Thank you for being here on this beautiful day, beautiful weather we brought all the way from Omaha. But to kick it off, we'll get started here with our president, Eric Johnson.
Thanks, Rafael. Appreciate it. First, just want to thank everybody for being here. City officials from Alliance, everybody from Municipal Energy Agency of Nebraska, all of our local stakeholders and partners on the project. Just really appreciate everybody being here and celebrating this groundbreaking for the Alliance Solar Project and the broader portfolio of projects, 16 different communities across 3 states. And on my reflection on the drive up here from Ogallala this morning, it became clear that what we're celebrating here today is a culmination of 3 years of collaboration and great partnerships to make this happen, not only here in Alliance, but across 16 different communities. And when we started Sandhills Energy 12 years ago, we set out not only to develop projects, but to really build a renewable energy industry, not only in Nebraska, but broader Midwest. And I think this really is a culmination of that commitment, from local partnerships, whether it's Plumber Insurance, doing insurance on the entire portfolio, to ISI, a local contractor based in Nebraska, to legal counsel, to all of our relationships in the communities and adding jobs and local labor, not only in Nebraska, but Iowa, Colorado. And just really, really proud of the commitment that the Sandhills Energy team has had for the last 3 years to make sure these projects get built through some turbulent times. And just again want to thank everybody for their commitment and their partnership and relationship to make this happen today. Now I'll ask Bob if you want to come up and say a few words.
Sure, thanks, Eric. Eric and I didn't get a chance to rehearse this, so some of the comments that I've got might be somewhat repetitive, but we'll know better tomorrow. We've got another one of these to do down in Sidney, so we'll compare notes tonight at dinner maybe, so we don't have to repeat ourselves. As Eric had indicated, my name is Bob Paling. I'm the Executive Director and Chief Operating Officer of the Municipal Energy Agency of Nebraska. We're commonly referred to by the communities that we serve as MEAN. Just don't be fooled by that name. MEAN is an acronym, it's not an attitude. But we were formed back in 1981 by 19 municipal utilities here in the state of Nebraska for the sole purpose of managing their collective wholesale electricity requirements. We now assist in meeting the local power supply objectives for over 62 full requirement participants in the states of Colorado, Nebraska, Iowa, and Wyoming. And as Eric had indicated, today's event is the culmination of 3 years worth of work. We issued a request for proposals back in 2021 on behalf of 16 MEAN communities that indicated an interest in local community solar projects. The contract was eventually awarded to Sandhills Energy for the development and construction of 15 community solar projects. In the MEAN communities that are participating in these projects in Colorado, we've got Delta, Fort Morgan, and Yuma. In Iowa, we've got Denver, and there is a Denver, Iowa. If you've not been there, it's about as far east as we go in terms of a footprint. But Denver, Indianola, Sergeant Bluff, and Waverly. My notes are getting soggy. My glasses are getting foggy. I'll do my best. And then finally here in Nebraska, obviously Alliance is participating, as well as Ansley, Crete, Gering, Imperial, Pender, Sidney, and Stuart. And we're very proud to be working with Sandhills on this endeavor. Of all the private developers that we interact with, Sandhills has time and again proved to be one of the best, one of the easiest to work with, and they're going to be a tremendous asset to all the communities they serve by these facilities. Since we were formed, Maine and its member communities have consistently invested in carbon-free energy sources. We were the first public power entity in the state of Nebraska to construct and own a utility-scale wind project located near Kimball, Nebraska. Currently, our resource portfolio consists of approximately 54% of non-carbon emitting resources. Our board, which is made up of one representative from each community that we serve, has established a goal of being 100% carbon-free by 2050. To assist in achieving this objective, Maine will be contracting for 12.7 megawatts of the capacity from these 15 projects that we're working with Sandhills on, and that's approximately going to be 60% of the combined output. My final comment today is designed to reinforce the value of joint action. One of our taglines that we've got there is working together works. It was the founding principle that we were formed under as an organization, and I think it's going to prove out, particularly for the communities that are working together on these projects as well as working with Sandhills. So we're very proud to be here. We thank you for arranging this, and let's move on with the agenda and start turning some soil here. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Next, we'll welcome Seth Sorensen, City Manager of Alliance.
I just want to take a moment to thank all the parties that are involved, especially Sandhills Energy, for investing in our community. We thank you very much for that. This has not been a quick turnaround. As was noted, it's been 3 years in the making. When I first arrived at Alliance, this project was already underway and under consideration, and there has been a lot of communication that has happened in that 3 years to make this a possibility. I think we burned up some phone lines and some internet lines, just making sure that everyone's on the right page and working together and understanding what's going on. And so I really do appreciate Sandhills and Maine. This project would not be possible without them contributing their half, but also West Plains Engineering for the city's part for helping us to understand what it is that we were getting into and how we needed to integrate it with our system. But especially to Kirby Bridge, who has been the forefront and the point person for the city. He's lost a little bit of sleep on this, worried about how we're going to make it happen. But he and the rest of his crew always have that mentality that we are going to make it work, we are going to make it happen. And so I'd like to thank him as well. This is a big thing for Alliance to be considered, to have this be part of our system and have this part of our future as we are trying to move forward with being more sustainable, but also having some backup energy coming into our community and how that is going to help us in the long term. And so thank you to Sandhills, thank you to Maine, thank you to West Plains, and thank you to Kirby Bridge. And finally, thank you to our city council who has had the vision and the support of this project from the very beginning.
I think we'll call up John McGahee here, newly elected mayor for the City of Alliance.
Thank you. First, I want to say I'm glad I had the right uniform for the day. Very good. I look at the speakers over here. And I want to assure any of you that are here from Omaha for the first time in western Nebraska, this is not normal. The sun does shine, this will burn off, and we'll have a lovely day before the end of the day. We're excited to partner with Sandhills Energy on this project. We're also grateful to Maine for partnering with Sandhills Energy to double the size of the original project, making it economically feasible. Adding this solar field to the electric system of Alliance, Nebraska offers significant benefits to our community. While our percentage of renewable energy is limited, having additional sources of energy that contribute to the long-term sustainability of Alliance is a win for the environment and for the health of our electric system. Solar power is a clean, renewable energy source that significantly reduces greenhouse gas emissions and other pollutants compared to coal or natural gas. By decreasing our carbon footprint, Alliance can contribute to global efforts to combat climate change and improve local air quality, promoting better health outcomes for our residents. Solar energy enhances the resilience and reliability of our electric system. Diversifying energy sources reduces the risk of power outages and enhances energy security. In the event of a natural disaster or supply disruption, a locally produced and distributed energy source can ensure a more stable and reliable power supply for critical services and infrastructure. With this project, we were able to move forward with known and anticipated costs over the next 20 years, helping to shield our customers from volatile energy prices. Sandhills is investing in Alliance for the next 2 decades, and their investment in the development of a solar field here in Box Butte County will help stimulate local economic growth and job creation in the region. Our hope is that along with the trades program developed by WNCC, that we will be able to develop good paying professions for our local kids to stay here in this community. Thank you to Sandhills Energy, Bean, West Plains Engineering, of course, again, Kirby Bridge and his team for all the work that they've already done and will continue to do for the connectivity to the electric system and making this project a reality. I wish all involved the very best as we move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Before we move on to some hard hats and shovels, we'll have Jake Pohl from Sandhills, Executive Vice President, speak.
Thanks, everyone. I'll be quick, but just a few notes on the specifics of the system. All of the equipment that we're using here is state-of-the-art leading manufacturers in the industry. The modules that we're using are from First Solar. It's a Series 6 module. It's a thin film module. It's manufactured here in the USA, which we're very proud to say. The racking that we're using, that you can see some of it out here in the field already, is from Wray Technologies. They're a leading manufacturer globally as well. They provide a specific solution that's important to this area. It has a backtracking capability that protects against hail, high winds, and flooding, which we've already seen this year. And then finally, the inverters that we're using are from Selectria. Their team has worked tirelessly with ours in providing a 480 volt solution in their XGI series. This XGI model is also manufactured in the USA, and we cannot thank you guys enough for teaming up with us and making that product come to market. We know that's important for the infrastructure here at Alliance, and those are the big 3 items, and let's move some dirt.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. There you go. Action shots. That'll do.